Hello, welcome again to India Edu tutorials. Today we would be discussing the basic concepts of interest, types of interest and some problems related to interest. Now first question arises is that why do we calculate interest? It is just because of a simple reason, because of the change in the value of money. The value of money does not remain constant over a period of time. The value of 1 rupee will not be same as the value of a rupee after 10 years. Similarly, the value of money is not same as it was 2 years before. So we calculate interest on that amount. There are basically two types of interest, which is simple interest and compound interest. Simple interest, as the name says, is an interest that is calculated on the basic amount. Say for example, if you took ₹1000 from anyone at 10% of interest for 4 years, so each year you would be paying interest at that 1000 rupees. That is, each year you have to pay only 100 rupees. Now, whereas in case of compound interest, it is that if you have taken 1000 rupees, then its interest would be added to next year and that will become the amount for that year. Let me explain it with an example. Say you have borrowed ₹100 from your friend at 10% rate for 4 years. Now this 10% is for per annum. Now in case of simple interest, what will happen? The amount that you have borrowed, say it's principal because it is called principal, and the interest that you have to pay. In this case you have borrowed 100 rupees. So in the first year the principal would be 100 and your interest would be 10 rupees. In the second year your principal would remain same, that is 100, while your interest will also be 10 rupees. Whereas in case of compound interest, this is your principal, interest, and it's the first year. You have borrowed 100 rupees. So in the first year, your principal would be 100 and your interest would be 10 rupees. But in the second year, what will happen? This interest will be added in the principal, that is 100 plus 10, which gives 110. And now interest would be calculated on this 110, which is 11 rupees. In the third year, your principal in simple interest would be 100 only and interest would be 10 rupees, that is 10% of 100. Whereas in case of compound interest, your principal would become 110 plus 11, that is principal plus interest is new principal, which gives you 121, and in this case your interest would be 12.1. Similarly for the fourth year. Thus, in case of simple interest, the interest is calculated on basic amount borrowed. That is, you have borrowed 100 rupees and interest will be calculated on each year only on this 100. Whereas in case of compound interest, your interest is added to the amount over a period of time. Now let's see what are the basic terminologies used in problems related to interest. Creditor. Creditor is the person who gives money on some amount of interest, whereas debtor is a person who takes money from the creditor. For example, if A gives money to B, then A is a creditor, whereas B is a debtor. Now, time, which is generally represented by T, is that period for which the money is given or taken. Say a creditor gives money for 1 year, then in this case T becomes 1 year. If the money is given or taken for 5 years or say 5.5 years, then that 5 years and 5.5 years becomes T. Total interest. This is that extra money which is received after a fixed period of time on the amount borrowed or amount given. Say creditor A gives money to debtor B at 10% per annum for 10 years. Then at the end of that period at the end of 10 years, the extra amount that creditor will receive, that will be his total interest. Now, another word which is used in interest problems is amount. This is generally represented by capital A. This is the total amount that a person receives or gives at the end of the fixed period. That is interest plus the amount that he has taken or given. What is principal? Principal is that amount on which interest is calculated. Say if creditor gives 1000 rupees to debtor B, then this 1000 is known as principal because interest will be calculated on this amount. Whereas in case of compound interest, if we are calculating, then it will be after some time. Suppose it is become 1100, then 1100 will be principal for next year. Interest rate. This is the rate at which amount or money is given or taken for a certain period. It is always expressed in terms of percentages. Now let's see the formulas related to interest problems. Now these are the basic formulas which are used in problems related to interest. Amount, as we have just discussed, that it is the total amount that is received at the end of any period. Then this is equal to principal plus total interest that you have received. SI, which is simple interest, is calculated as P into R into T divided by 100. P stands for principal, R is for rate, T is for time, that we have just discussed 2 minutes before, which is divided by 100. If you need to calculate the compound interest, for that the amount that a person will receive or give at the end of a certain period will be equal to principal into 1 plus rate divided by 100 to the power n, where n represents the number of period or number of years in a time. CI, which is compound interest, is calculated as amount that you have calculated over here minus the principal amount that one has borrowed or give. Now let's see some examples of interest. The example says the rate of interest for first 3 years is 6% per annum, for the next 4 years 7% per annum, and for the period beyond 7 years 7.5% per annum. If a man lent out rupees 1200 for 11 years, find the total interest earned by him. So in this question, our rate of interest is different for different periods of time, but our principal amount is 1200. So here P becomes 1200. R1, which is for first 3 years, say T1 is 3 and R1 related to this is 6%. Similarly, T2 is 4 years and rate of interest for this, say R2, is 7%. And T3, which is the rate of interest beyond 7 years, 3 and 4 make 7 years, and the amount was lended for 11 years, which gives 11 minus 7 equals to 4. And here R3, that is rate of interest for this period, would be 7.5%. And we need to calculate the total interest. For this, what we will do is we will calculate simple interest for each period individually and then sum them up. So we need simple interest for 1 plus simple interest 2 plus simple interest 3, which will be equal to total interest. S1 is equal to P into R1 into T1 upon 100 plus P into R2 into T2 upon 100 plus P into R3 into T3 upon 100. Now putting the values, P is 1200 into 3 into 6 upon 100. You just need to remember that this rate and the time should be compatible to each other. That is, if the time is given in years, then the 6% should be also in years. That is 6% per annum It is the rate for 1 year and time is also given in years. Thus they are compatible. So again this is 1200 into R2 is a 7 into 4 upon 100 plus 1200 into 7.5 into 4 upon 100, cancelling zeros. We will get 12 into 3 into 6 gives us 12 into 18, that is 216, plus 12 into 7 into 4, that is 12 into 28 is 336, plus 12 into 7.5 into 4 is equal to 360, which gives us 912 rupees as the answer. And thus total interest earned by him is 912 rupees. I hope these concepts are clear to you. For more tutorials, stay tuned with indiaedu.com.